Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you the Champs news live at 3. Getting things kicked off with our portal review of my faction mate, who I've known for at least 6 months has been in my faction. No doubt about it, no question. Jordan, he is in the new ministry. That's my faction, and I've changed my shtick. Today I own it. It's my faction and I own it. I'm glad that you came along with the purchase, Jordan. It was a good purchase, I feel like. I got it pretty cheap. There was a going out of business sale and snagged it. Anyway, you're League 18, 2.6 million roster talent. You've been playing 1,899 days, and I've known for at least 5 minutes that you're in my faction. 521 days consecutive. Log in. What happened 522 days ago? Your roster is 319 superstars. And there, I will tell you right now, there will be no updated Flash go to a correspondent today. We're just looking at the top of his portal, which is fine because this is up to new mini tree standards because there's a Sika there. This lineup is Ocho approved. And there's a Montez Ford. And there's a Steph and an Edge and a KO. I'm a big fan of the top of this. And that's probably why he's got 95.9% win percentage last 30 days and rocking it because of superstars like that. He's been playing 1,241 battles in the last 30 days. And I love the top of this roster for sure. I don't know if you have the Sika plate. I'm inclined to say you do.
Mini tree approved?
Yes, the mini tree approved Sika plate. Hopefully in this stream, Mherex's Sika plate shows up. We haven't talked recently, and I feel like I owe him an apology. I'm sure Fat Jord is a much better representative than me. Steph, what can you say other than she is one of the best female feuders in the game and really, really fun to play? Edge, my personal pick probably, and this will get some heat, some debate. I think if I was going to name one person that I would want to use the most in feud, it would probably be this Acrobat Edge, simply because one-click sub-drain, and when you're feuding for long periods of time, it keeps the thinking to a minimum. You guys have watched me stream my feuds, you know that is important, not my strong suit, thinking. The other argument that you might see often is this guy, because he is Montez Ford, because he's almost impossible to nerf. In fact, I don't think you really can outside of MP down coaches, but that gets everybody, right? So
Mini tree approved?
Yep. And then we got the slot machine himself, KO, who is fun to do all stip tour colors with now. He is quite a bit of fun, and I like him. So great top of your roster.
Godflow approved?
Yep, Godflow approved. It looks kind of like Flo, but Flo doesn't have arms like that. You need to start doing more of that bicep workflow. Anyway, 53 5 stars, 182 4 stars, 81 3 stars, and 7 2 stars. Absolutely room to do talent up. You know what's good. Number 1 is Showboat. Number 2 is Striker. So phenomenal work there, sir. And Acrobat, this number is deceiving for everyone. You guys are noticing a trend. We'll give Acrobat the 3rd slot. There have been some people accusing me of being a Striker front runner and fronting about Showboats, and still others that think that Acrobats are the best in the game. I don't know why they would think that. Snoop, Stunning, Snoop, Motu Austin, HBK, Dragon, Edge. I don't know why people would think Acros are the best in the game. Everyone I just named is terrible except for Edge. 17 Hall of Famers. Number 1 best feud rank last 365, 749 faction heals last 30 days, 131 feud wins last 30 days. Some top finishes of Women Get It Done, Our Time to Rise, You Got No Chance in Hell, On the Razor's Edge, and Quest for Modernity. Did I say that right? I think I did.
Yes.
And they're between 255 and 275, so very consistent, and they're all very recent. I think they're all feuds too, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nicely done, Jord. Love the top of your roster. Appreciate you hanging out in stream and actually being a good faction mate that supports your faction mates, unlike me. Thank you for being better than me, sir. Special offers. We got Stampy Stamps, so you should collect your free Stampy Stamp. I still don't like the regular milestones. Also, this looks like a problem. I'm imagining that everybody's missing the last milestone since it resets when this does. Hopefully they can get that fixed. Those MLC points might be important for people.
Yeah, it's
Just
been that way all month.
yeah, just throwing that out there. Do we need to get forum stuff going on? Does Flow need forum people so they know it's a problem?
I think it's been brought up,
Okay.
but it definitely is an issue with every stamp that they've given out that nobody can get a third one.
Okay. So if you guys have the time and want to be helpful, I'm sure it is on the forum. We can probably get a link on my server if Flow needs it. But it's good to be aware of. Don't go with pitchforks. Just let them know so we can get it fixed. Be constructive. You can be annoyed and frustrated for sure, though. Feel free. By all means. What do we got here? Are these new? Oh yeah, it's another premium loot again today. So they're all new. They're your typical offers with bonus stuff. This one appears to be $4 a premium pull. Better price on taker shards at this point. There's 100 for $50. I need 150 taker shards. $100 would get him for me. I'm gonna hold off. He's fun. Not a game changer, so I'm gonna hold off. I don't really want to spend right now, mainly because it's not gonna help me in an event, and he won't change my roster even if I really, really want him, and he's a great coach in the yellow flat, so I do think that's an okay offer. But I feel like I'll regret it if I get it. I feel like if I'm patient, sometime in the next 3 months, I'll get those shards probably free. But I do think
You'll
it's
be
a
kicking yourself
you think
if
for
you
now,
spend $1 for 2 shards.
I think I will too. So I'm not gonna, but I get it if you have to have him now because he's taker, right? 200 China shards for $100. About 6 hours ago, I probably would have been much more inclined to say this is a really good offer. Now, not so much. We'll get into that in a little bit. Again, it's 2 shards per dollar. If this does recruit her for you, I guess I get it, but there's going to be a better way of doing that for you, assuming your time is not worth more than your $100. It will take time, but it won't take money. So whichever way you want to go. The showdown stuff, we've already talked about that, so nothing new there. Go ahead and get your free daily claim. I believe spend event is still the same. We'll just quickly glance at that and make sure. Oh, that's really slowly processing. Okay. You can do it, little guy.
Yeah, a lot of people are on Portal right now.
I imagine that is so. We'll get into the why of that as well in a second. Yeah, it's still the same on the spend event. You got 20 more hours on this one. You can see I've went nowhere so far. That's mainly because I don't care for the stamps personally. Flash market. You got the ruby market. This is in mine. 60 China shards sitting there. No mega rerolls for me yet. And I think I'm going to be really happy with that decision when we look at the milestones in Showdown. We'll get there in a minute based on what I had on my roster. Webcoin. It's finally live. It's finally working. There was another hiccup today. But it is now working. Hurricane Gear is in there. I have not got him. I've done about, I want to say, well, I did like probably 8K, 7K worth of mega rerolls on top of, that's besides what I spent in web coins. So that's, you know, a fair amount of mega rerolls, probably 15, 20, somewhere in there. I know some people that have seen him on their second reroll and other people that, you know, 20, 30 rerolls kind of thing. The gear is mythic. It does add 3 generate gems of all colors. So I do think it's solid for sure. But there is a lot of really good stuff in this market. Really, really good. You can farm web coins with trivia. So if you have time, it's free. There's a few ways you can go about this. You can go the resource direction or you can go the shard direction. If you're going the resource direction and Hurricane Gear, the mega reroll is going to be the best bang for your buck. It seems like on the outside looking in, and from what I've done and from what I've heard, looks like if you want TP and coin and Hurricane Gear, mega reroll's your ticket. What you're looking at right now for me was a standard reroll. I did get some legendaries in there, as well as a bunch of epics, and then you can see a bunch of these blue rare ones. Still good MLC points in here, still good shards in here. And you can get the 100 TP bags at a reduced rate as well if you're chasing TP. I am 300 shards away from Big E. There's 150 sitting right here. I'm going to farm trivia after this stream. There's 50 Eddie shards sitting right here. I do have LWO Eddie, but if you don't, you can farm trivia to get Eddie shards. In specific, let's take a look at what all you can get. So this is the mythic stuff, right? Soul Man, full recruit, Strowman, Mickey James, Morrison. Those are the full posters. The shards in mythic are right here. You can see 1,000 for China. I want to say it's 50 China shards for 1,000. I could be wrong about that. Chat can maybe bail me out. I haven't seen them yet.
It's 50 shards.
Okay.
Also, just to address a point while you're going through this, for anyone that's a naysayer, all of those featured items have already been seen in people's rerolls. It's not like the impossible to find item. Everything has been seen.
Correct. There is no like 0.00001% Hogan kind of thing. So here you can see in the legendary, you get the 500 TP bags, some pretty large coin counts available in there. The straps, this is worth noting. There are 50% male and female straps. It's random class and era. So you're rolling the dice completely when you do that. So just know that. All the straps are random. So know that ahead of time and don't be disappointed.
You can get a female new gen trickster strap just like two, Bob. Just make sure you're aware of what you're going for when you roll that purchase.
I got a male new gen showboat.
Mm-hmm.
And
I also got a PG male striker. They're all horrible.
It's ugly unless you get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Now we're moving to Epic, a lot of MLC points. But here in the very rares, which you're going to see a lot of, are all the shards again. Same pricing, right? So if you don't have any of these superstars, Hall of Fame Wendy's in there, Boogeyman's in there, Bischoff, China, Hall of Fame, Big E, Papa Maivia, Cole, LWO Eddie, and Stevie Ray, you can farm them now by doing trivia, which is what I'm going to be doing all weekend. And they're even in the uncommons as well. So I need 225 China shards, 300 Big E shards, and 50 Bischoff, I think will get me Bischoff. So I'm going to try and get all of them. And that's going to be my first plan of attack. And if you're going for shards, standard reroll seems to be the best bang for your buck. So I'm going to do those first. And then after I have those, I'm going to go for the Hurricane gear and snag all of the really good TP deals, the 500 TP, and the big coins that I see along the way. So that's my plan. Some really nice rewards in the milestones along the way. You can see there's you got good gold tokens, you get TP, April Powers solo contest points, Blaze shards, 10 million coin on the last milestone, 5 million here. It's really, really good. And the timer on this looks like it goes for 17 days. So the rest of the MLC, who knows what happens at the end of that? If you're worried about getting Charlotte, like, oh, I can't get Icon Charlotte anymore, you still can. Go to the webcoin shop. You're going to be able to get them there. So you can get your Acro Charlotte shards there. Let's see. If you didn't know, we'll go over this again. Also in the webcoin store, you can buy energy. So you can use your web coins that you won. You can buy energy. You can play more trivia to win more energy, to buy more web coins, to get more energy. So you can farm this as much as you want. And it's not the most fun thing, but the rewards are pretty outstanding at this point. So if it's worth it to you to spend some of your time and grind trivia, you're going to be able to come away with some really amazing stuff. So I would highly recommend that. Don't know how long this is going to be here, so I would take advantage of it personally. Because there's some great stuff in there. Hall of Fame China, best female trickster in the game, in my opinion. So there's that. Hall of Fame Wendy, amazing feuding striker. You know, Big E is the best Big E for Big E requirements. Bischoff is the only Bischoff for Bischoff requirements. Stevie Ray's great. There's just a lot of good stuff in there. Eddie is a immobile gem coach. So you're going to want him for his coach ability alone. It's really, really worth doing. Stevie Ray, really solid feuder. So just my opinion, it is worth your time, guys. And I would go hard on this while you can. take advantage of this while we have it. All right, let's go over to the game. Gonna check out some stuff there. So, I don't know if Trick Biggie is better than Powerhouse, in my opinion, Evolution. Powerhouse is a little bit slow to start, but when he goes pretty dang good. So there's that. So this is why I have not spent anything. And it looks like I will get just enough to hit the 1.9 million milestone, spending nothing. If I end up having to do a pull or a reroll or something, I will. But looks like I'm very close to getting there. I did have all the females except for Hall of Fame China, so your mileage can vary. And do keep in mind that tonight this resets, so you're going to have time to get it one more day, 350,000 points there, and then 1680 times 35. How much is that? I didn't actually do the math. Let me pull this up. 1680 for the daily times 35 is an additional 58,000 points. So that's a 408,000 more points. So I can hit this milestone for free without any spending. So yeah, I'm kind of really okay with that. The bags are nice. We've looked at them before, so not a bad event with no spending, assuming you're okay doing some showdown, and you do get the showdown coins. So that's kind of the update there. Today's tour, Hall of Fame China required, and then Page for the rest. I did do that video on Page. You can see that on the YouTubes. I do have on my ticket tonight. I will get it done tonight and posted tonight or tomorrow morning. Both a feud build for Hall of Fame Wendy and a feud build for Naomi. That's the offensive build, so you guys will have that. Also, previously, I've done the Steph and Bianca feud videos. Would highly recommend checking those out if you're curious about any of them. Let's take a look at the offers in the game real quick, see what's there, and then there is loot that we're going to have to go over, so we'll do that too. I don't think there's anything unique in here today. I glanced earlier and didn't see anything. Make sure you get your freebies, because freebies are great. And then we'll take a look at the loot. So here's the new premium loot. Again, Hall of Fame China spending for her isn't looking as quite as shiny as it might have a few hours ago with what we've seen in the webcoin market. So featured is 1%, mega rares 3.81, very rare, etc. You do get 3 mega rares on this one, so that's not bad, and you're getting 30 pulls, so more pulls on the premium one. 1% is not very high though. 300 bucks though to hit the featured, I think is a little bit lower than the last one we had. There's some pretty good stuff in here for sure. Not super crazy maybe about some of the things, like Beth and Kev and Hall was free, so but overall it's not bad. The mega rares you get 3 of. Some decent stuff in here as well. It's also some stuff that's maybe not as decent. Again, Big Kev, Bailey's in there though. Eddie was free. Beth, free in the League 19 loot. Becky, a ton of people have Becky at this point. Big Sexy, I think, essentially is free if you've been playing a while. Psycho Sid, free in the League 19 loot. Phenom, free. Wendy, free. And then China Shard. So even though you get 3 of them, I'm not quite as crazy on them. So there's that. Very rare tier. There's a lot of good stuff in here for a 10% tier. Macho King, Edge, Keith Lee, Brett, HBK. I mean, Bailey. It looks amazing. We just don't know what they're weighted. But if you look at the whole pool, there's a lot in here, and most of them are pretty dang good for a 10% one. So it looks really good to me. Is that the 10%? That seems really high. Yeah, it's 10%. 38% still has China, Liv, Steph, Shelton if you miss Shelton, MDM, Bianca, Stacy's a good coach and rare. Naomi. Again, not very many of the other ones. It seems like you're probably going to get a lot of these shards because of the weighting, but at the same time, there's a lot of good stuff in there. And then even into the commons, same situation. We can't see the weighting, so I don't know, but this does look like a really solid loot. Taker's in there, and then some useful shards here too. So, you know, it looks like a really solid loot. So if you're missing a bunch of them and you wanna try, you could probably do a lot worse. I do like this a lot more than yesterday's premium personally, for sure. And the 3 mega rare is pretty nice. Is this a cash loot? I don't think we went over this, have we? Can't remember if we went over Eddie or not. Cash loot, mainly though, 31 pulls, 12k. I would be really cautious on these now, guys. We get a cash event every week. It's hard to recommend spending any cash outside of the cash event at this point in our game. It seems like a waste. You might as well double dip. So I tend to think go for the commons, see what's in there. And if it's just shards and it's someone you're close to, go for it. But it's not just shards. So I would say for sure hold on to this till there's an event and you can double dip. I'm going to say the same thing with the Stunning Steve, but we can ask leads to look at the commons and see like, okay, man, if you're really close on these, it makes sense. But I don't think it's smart to spend on these outside of the cash events at this point. You're just missing out on a ton of free stuff. Wait, bide your time. Eventually you're going to find the cash loot that lines up with what you want during the cash event, right? Only 3 tiers on this one. Let's see what's in the commons. Again, yeah, nothing I would break my doors down trying to get to. Macho King Shards is really nice. It's really tempting, but again, no event. So I just can't recommend going for it outside of an event when, you know, you're probably not going to replenish your cash before then. So there's that. But the April Powers premium one does look significantly better than the other premium one to me. I just don't know that it's getting you anywhere on an event or anything, so do keep that in mind, but at least you can get a good offer on the portal and double dip on the portal spend event. So that's my take on that. If you're not on stream today when I'm recording this, you're going to miss out on feud prep stuff, where we go over feud rosters and things like that. Just some of the stuff you're missing out on Twitch. So come stop by, hang out, and enjoy. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll try and get an event breakdown on tomorrow's news. We'll see how that goes. I have a very busy day tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and good luck out there.